All right, let's talk about the game, Arc Raiders. This is my honest review. I bought the game with my own money, so this is not a sponsorship. This is no way, shape, or form of if it ends up being a good review. It's not because I was sponsored or I was endorsed by them, but rather it's my honest and true opinion as an average gamer. So let's begin with the pros. The pros. It is a very well done open world cross platform game. So, meaning that we can, play with PC players, Xbox players, and PlayStation players. It also means that because it's an open world, there's so much to explore and so much to do. And games like that are very, very interesting. They grab your attention and they make you want to play even more. Just because you think you have explored everything, but in reality, you just have
All right,
explored
boys.
Yo.
the tip of the iceberg,
I
is
need
what we call
art.
it,
I
or
need
what we
art.
would say, right? So,
Ark?
Yeah, the
pros.
robots,
Again,
Oh, okay.
it's a new, fresh game.
the fires,
It
especially.
feels different. Not only is it cross play, cross
How you guys like?
platform,
How you guys liking the game so far?
but we also
It's cool. It's cool.
Yeah, it ain't
um,
bad at all. It
interact
wasn't what
with
I thought
other
it was gonna
people
be.
who are playing the
I thought
game.
this was like a.
This
I
means
thought like Call of Duty or something.
that you can come across other people. This means
I
that
thought it was gonna be like
not only can you
like
come
Call
across
of
these
Duty
other
clone.
people, but you can
I didn't think it would be.
Nah.
I didn't think it was gonna
become
be like
friends,
illustration
friendlies,
shooter.
or enemies, all
Name of the
just for the
game.
gain of loot. If you have valuable loot, which means that, you know, the only way they can see is
I got a thing.
your weapons, right? Your weapons show your strength of how good of a loot you have.
I'm starting to learn now
Because
that
without your weapons,
you can't be scared. Like
you're not going to be defending
you
anything.
gotta like
Very,
you
very
can't be
good
scared.
idea. So, the game is
What's your
fresh. The
depot?
game is really good. Well done. Uh, Something different, something pretty good. A huge recommendation I really, really recommend and suggest is that you play with friends. Playing with randoms is fun and it's good, but you're not on this game really needs you to be on the same
I think somebody's
page
shooting over there.
and doing the same things basically. Almost exactly the same thing. Because if you're not on the same page, I can be in one spot in my other two teammates in two different places, or the other two guys in the same area, and I'm just, doing my own thing. I can get caught in the middle of
Oh, what's wrong with this?
these robots, what are called arc arc enemies, or raiders, which is other players. So playing with randoms is fun. If you guys can can get along well, by all means. Um, but I highly recommend to play this game,
Oh,
and
yeah.
here's why. Now, this is not a con, but rather something that to really uh, make you
Oh yeah.
think about before you get into playing
I need the
the game, whether it's by
boss thing.
yourself or by squad. So it allows you
There it
to
is.
play by yourself or squad. Either way, you're gonna still be online. You're gonna still be, you can still interact with other players. But the only thing is that they're gonna, it's gonna put you in a single server or a squad server. That's the only thing. That's the only difference. But this is what I recommend. Yeah, this is not a con, but rather something to really think about. It. If you're playing with randoms, understand that when you're knocked and they don't revive you and you end up dying, unfortunately, you lose everything. I mean,
Yeah.
everything. everything you had in your backpack. That includes the weapons. That includes your healing. That includes
So what's in these?
your augments, your
Any
trinkets,
kind of art
everything, and
components
I mean
and
everything
it's
except
different
except of course your
thermal
skin,
lining if you
your
need
clothing,
that.
but and the
Okay.
backpack itself. But everything inside that backpack
Oh, so you gotta open
is
it up and then wait for it to burn out.
Yeah.
and will be gone if you get knocked and you die. It is not a con, but it's something to really think about it.
Arc shake the tree,
And this
move up to
game,
make medium shield.
I tell you right now,
That's really all I needed.
it's like
Shit, this one,
Elder
I just be taking
Scrolls,
everything.
where I think Elder
I don't know what the
Scrolls
hell it
you
is.
did keep your stuff.
I need to kill Ark
No,
too.
sorry, you didn't. You had to pick up your. Okay, so in Elder Scrolls you did
Let's see. Let's
lose
go.
your stuff, but you were able to
Let's go up there.
retrieve it. In this game,
Let's see what's over there.
unfortunately, you lose everything. So if you build up a
Nobody has a
good,
key, right?
Nope.
if you build up a good weaponry,
Okay, so
you get good
we'll have to
augments,
go through.
you have a heavy shield, all that
Oh,
will be gone if you get knocked and you die. So just keep that in mind if you're gonna play with randoms. Um, like I said, if you guys get along and they'll have your back, then by all means, right? Go for it. I have died so many times in this game and lost so many things. I have no idea how I went back. I mean, I literally started from scratch.
gosh, shit, you got
Zero coins,
yes,
like
right,
1,000 coins, and I pretty much had to survive because I went into randoms and I told them, hey, look, I only have my this hammer pickaxe thing, whatever it is, and that's pretty much my only weapon. I was able to buy a SMG with a little bit of light ammo, but that's all I have. So if I run out, just bear with me, right? Now, here you see me. I'm decent with loot here, as you guys are seeing right now. That's why I'm not like really getting into the any confrontations because and I hear what you guys are watching right now is me playing with randoms. And now I'm covering his back because we got along and we told each other we were gonna cover each other's backs. So I have decent loot. I really don't want to lose. There's one thing in this game: try not to die. Try not to. Whether it's now one thing. This is a con. One thing I don't understand is that when you're playing solos and you die, I mean you're supposed to die, but you get knocked and you're just there. Now, as an average gamer, it's kind of like a taunting thing where look at you're just gonna about to die, you're gonna lose everything. In instances like that, and when I'm playing solo, I'd rather just die, forget about it. I lost everything. Whatever. It is what it is. But if I get knocked, I'm playing solo and I get knocked, but I don't have teammates, right? Because I'm solo. Now that's like rubbing in your face, like all this hard work you have done, and now you're about to lose everything. Embrace it, let it sink in. Here you go. That is frustrating. It is a huge con because it's one of those things where like it really ends up getting to you. So it really hits you hard because you have worked so hard to get this great good loot or decent loot, and now you just lost it all. And you lost it now, just lost it all, but it's your character's down. Yeah, I mean, of course you can surrender, but you still be down within those couple of seconds. It's all it takes for you to be like, man, I just worked everything and I lost it.
Can we like kill it?
Now, I get the purpose of it,
I
right?
ain't got the-
Purpose is to be smart,
I
to
don't
stay
have the
alive,
certificate.
to know how to
I
survive.
think I want to say
And that is great.
part of the blueprint for the
But
Jupiter was something called a
if
mother
you're,
component or something.
you know, like me, an average gamer who, you know, I'm only doing these videos because I only have time,
I think it
but I'm
is.
busy throughout the day. But, you know,
Okay,
if I feel like
laptop.
playing, right?
See,
Anybody
hey,
need a toaster?
hey, this one right here.
If I
closed
feel
in
like
10
playing,
minutes.
I have no,
This one closed in 15 minutes.
I don't have the ability to,
If we
you
ask
know,
them to, the only
call up my
ones,
friends
the
because
only ones
everybody's
gonna
busy,
be back
especially
there.
nowadays. To be like, hey, let's
do
get,
some,
you know, let's
some
grind on
robots.
this game. This is a grinding game.
Down.
It really is for you
Yeah, I need
to
2 more.
put your time into it, and be wise on how
Are we going out of bounds?
what you do. Because, like I said,
I ain't gonna lie,
you
I ain't gonna
can
lie, these maps are actually pretty good.
work and get yourself some great loot and just end up losing it all. And for you to work it up again is gonna be, again, a time-consuming thing. So that is a huge con, but at the same time, I understand it. It's a huge con for people who just, you know, average gamers like myself, who just want to play and have fun and enjoy the game. I don't have the time to be grinding, spend my time, because it's not my job. You know, it's not my job to play video games all day for you guys' enjoyment. I only do this for a hobby because I'm an average gamer. I only hop on when I can and
Do they
play.
have like different rarity, like
You know.
melee weapons?
So,
Or is it everybody has the same weapon?
in my opinion,
Everybody got
that's
some
the only
weapons.
con,
This
but
is
that's
the
really a
little
nitpicking thing. Because if you guys have all the time, you
pickaxe or
guys
whatever the
can
hell this thing is.
grind all the time.
It's like a
You know,
big
if you have all the
ass
time in the world and you
jackhammer.
can grind, by all means, this is a great
All kinda
game for
stuff.
that. It's a great game for playing with your friends. Only, and that's another con. 3
They'll
players,
probably,
but I
come out
understand
with
why,
some new
because
ones, but
we interact with other
cosmetics.
people. Now imagine a full squad; it will be really, really chaotic. So I understand with 3 people why. So I'm I'm really like neutral about the trio squad because I mean trio squad. I'm really neutral about the trio because like I don't mind if they would have added, you know, that 4th person and be chaotic. Then again, I don't mind having that trio and not being as chaotic, you know. So that's not a con. That's just one of those small details. Now, the experience of the game. The experience of the game is fun. It really is. It wants me, even though you lose everything. That this is why it's
You don't
fun.
need that.
Even though you
I
lose
don't need
everything,
that.
you want to go out and
I just
explore more.
salvaged it.
You want to
You
go
good,
out
you
and
good.
grab more loot. You want to go out and start up again and make your, you know, things, and now you make better choices. So
You won't do
in a
it.
way, I like that. But like I said, I unfortunately do not have the time to, you know. So if I were to make a series for this, I do not have the time to be able to grind and
Sounds like a
you
switch.
guys like literally
Yeah.
see me
So what does it do? Like, you just
level up and escalate and go higher and higher and higher and get all these things.
Robots.
I could show you some,
Oh, man, I thought I
you
hit
know,
one shot.
tips and tricks to these things
Two
because
shots.
I like to learn about the games and, you know, the mechanics and why they do things and how it works. So I could give you guys some
There we go.
some
All
tips
right,
and
I did
tricks,
that. I'm gonna check on that real quick.
but for me to be like, okay,
up there.
you
Rocket
know,
thing.
we're gonna start here, and
Yeah, don't fuck with that thing.
you know, you're gonna see me on this level, and you're gonna see me complete this quest and this quest and this. I honestly wish I had that kind of time to be doing that, but I unfortunately do not have that time. I only play for fun because it's, you know, I love this hobby,
Let's see.
and I said might as well make videos for you guys, so that's what I'm doing.
Hey, I need a bigger book bag.
So my honest review on this is
All right,
that
how long we got? We got
it's a great game.
someone shooting this shit?
It's something new. It's very well built. Oh, sorry. Before, you gotta learn how to fight. You gotta learn how to be quick with, especially with controller. I mean, PC, I think would be a different story, and you know, I think it would be easier because you have more options key binds. But for controller player, you have to be quick with
We got 10 minutes to that thing, at least.
how you know
Yeah, 10
switching your
minutes.
weapons, quick with pressing the your buttons, quick with learning
Something
what button
bonus.
does what, because you got to be really good at fighting, especially these arc enemies. These robots are very, very annoying, and they do take, you know, they can take hits. So they'll take a while to go down. Unless, of course, you have good weapons, and then you won't have as much trouble. But if you're, you have common weapons and you're not, they're not that high level, you will
Want somebody to fight him?
be in a pretty long time
Might be somebody in there.
battle.
I hear somebody, but somebody's
So
in front of us.
keep that in mind. Also, I love the fact that you can do quests.
Hopefully they're
But
friendly.
this is a con right here. If I were to have a quest, I mean, let's say I have a
Robots in here
quest,
too. Hold up.
and I'm a guy who loves to complete quests. That's been my thing because of, you know, I've played WoW, and that game is all about quests. And the more quests you do, the more XP you gain, and the quicker you can level up, and the faster you can get money, and the faster you can buy your stuff. So I'm a fan of quests. They give me a quest, I'll do them. I also love exploring. So I love doing quests, and at the same time I'm exploring and trying to complete my quest. That's the type of guy I am. That's the type of gamer I was, or I still am, because that's how I like to play. Now here's the con where I'm trying to get to. If I have a specific quest, let's say I have to rebuild something
I think they're calling the elevator.
on the bunkers or whatever, or the antennas. I wish I could have the option of
I don't know if they're gonna shoot us.
trying to
if
find
they do.
someone who is doing the same quest.
Just gotta go run up in there real quick.
Now, maybe I can accidentally be paired with someone who has the same quest. Here's the thing: I don't know if I were to complete the quest, I don't know if they would also have it, completed as well. There's a lot of games that you can share. If you have the same quest
Yeet.
and someone, on your team finishes it, that will include you as well,
They want too
as
bad.
long as you have the same quest.
Damn.
Or, if they don't have the quest, you can share the quest,
I almost threw a grenade at
them
the
accept it, and I mean, that's not the con. The con is that now I'm joined with randoms. This is the con where I'm trying to get. I know I was
They want too
yapping.
bad, though. We survived.
Sorry.
Shit, I used to be
But
dead.
the con, what I was trying to say is that I wish I can pair with someone who's doing the same quest, or at least them put me into with randoms who are doing the same quest. That is a con for me, in my honest opinion. But this is why, because like I said, I can be doing my quest and they're out there doing their stuff together, or okay, so that's my honest opinion about it. So like I said from the beginning, I highly recommend and suggest that if you're gonna play this game, um, it's better if you play with friends. Or I mean, I'm not saying you can't play with randoms. It just makes it harder because you have to be on the same page. You know, I don't get my quest done quick because nobody has the same quest as I do. Everybody's doing their own quest, doing different things. So it's hard for me to get. Now when I play solo, it's even harder for me to survive because I do come across more people. Now I'll probably send out make another video on this of me playing. I think I did record it. I have to go check. Um, but and this is if you're gonna play this game and you don't have someone to play with, that's totally fine. This game is really fun. You really enjoy it. Trust me. Um, but here's the thing. This game does cost money. So if you're going to pay for what it costs, which is $40, um, like I said, you make sure that it's gonna be worth the money you spent. And I'm not saying $40 is really great price. Is a really great price for a game. Usually it's $60, $70. $40 was amazingly good for a game like this. What I mean by, you know, and that's what I mean, and what I mean by that, and I go for any game that you pay for, just make it your money's worth. You know, if you're gonna pay $40 or if you're gonna pay anything on a game, make it your money's worth. And what I mean by that is just playing. If you don't have time to play it as often, play sometime. But I digress on that. That's besides the point. Um, it does cost for $40. I don't know how much it cost on PC or on Xbox. I bought it on PlayStation, but it is a good game. So if you're gonna pay for the game, don't play solos. Uh, Play multiplayer with squads, with full squad on. And this is why I suggest this, because when you start and you're playing with others, this is one thing that this is really good. Everybody that joins in that same group that once you start, is new. So if you're a very communicative guy or person, sorry, if you're a very communicative person, then it would be great because you can all figure out the game. The tutorial in this game is very minimal. It kind of throws you deep in the waters and makes you want to, not makes you, it kind of forces you to figure out the game. Be careful with that because, again, if you're looting, and you end up dying, you lost everything. So, if you're trying to figure out the game, take it easy. This is going to be a tip and trick for those new players, for you new players, and I'm gonna buy this or gonna plan to buy the game and play the game. I suggest when you play either single player or multiplayer, up to you, you loot what you can, fill up your backpack, and you head straight back to the bunkers. Don't go beyond the beginnings of the map. Because what I mean by that, it kind of spawns you close to bunkers. To bunkers is basically your home. They send you back home. So, excuse me. So, don't travel far. Don't rush yourself and explore a lot, because you want to get the hang of the game. You want to get to know what it is to loot and what it is to go take back your loot at a bunker. You don't want to. I mean, like I said, you if you want to find out how to lose your loot, by all means, go for it. But it's better if you learn how to get loot, go back home, because it's a process for, you know, it really is a process for you to go home and then grab everything and put everything, and take your time on this game. Really read everything. Trust me, it's gonna be worth it. So my honest opinion, my honest review is that this game deserves an 8 out of 10 rating. It really is good. It's not so good for your average gamer, but if you're a grinding game, you know, if you have all the time in the world, it really is a good game. That's why I give it an 8 out of 10, because if it weren't for that detail of if it weren't for that detail of average gamers for average gamers, then no problem, no biggie. But that is my honest opinion. Let me know your thoughts, and hope to see you on the next video.